Hello everybody, and welcome to the very first comic book review that I've ever done. Now I'm going to make this one count, alright? So enjoy. Now this was originally a comic book back in 1991, but unfortunately after 4 issues it was discontinued. Why? It was because the company went out of business. I don't know if the actual company of this particular comic went out of business, but oh well. That's all I really have to say about that. But in 2010, Boom Studios decided to revamp it. And this was originally a TV show back in 1991, and it lasted 3 years. And it was an awesome TV series. So, what am I talking about? Well, he's the terror that flaps in the night. And I'm talking about Darkwing Duck. Now this is actually the graphic novel. I did not get the first 4 issues of this particular comic book, but the first 4 issues include this particular story. What is the story? Well, it's none other than the Duck Knight Returns. And that's what we're going to talk about today on another episode of What I Got. Darkwing Duck, the Duck Knight Returns. And all I gotta say is, wow, they did an awesome revamping of this comic book. Now this is actually the graphic novel of this particular comic book. It contains the first 4 issues of the comic book, and the first 4 issues is awesome for sure. And the 4 issues are actually one story. They're actually in 4 parts. And they did a real nice job with this story for sure. I was really impressed. It was done by Ian Brell and a couple others as well. And they did a really nice job with this revamping for sure. Now the story takes place with Drake Mallard as an accountant for Quackworks. The crime bots are helping to control the streets from crime in St. Canard. Drake Mallard is no longer in speaking terms with Launchpad McQuack, and Drake Mallard's daughter Goslin is in a private academy. This story actually takes place a year after Darkwing Duck's last case, and ever since then the Quackwork crime bots took over, and Drake Mallard basically retired from being Darkwing Duck as a result of that. Now one day, Honker, you know as the kid with the glasses and he's a genius, he is actually arrested by the crime bots at the Drake Mallard home for illegally downloading music. And Drake Mallard does not know why they're taking Honker. So Goslin Mallard decided to get Darkwing Duck's suit and tell Drake Mallard to become Darkwing Duck again. And that's what actually happens. And I'm not going to go further into that because I want you to find out for yourself what happens after that, alright? That's all I really got to say about that. For the graphic novel, however, it's an awesome graphic novel. I recommend this for sure. And I was really impressed by it. Unfortunately, I only got the graphic novel because I missed the 4 issues when they came out. And they're on eBay, but I didn't want to pay anything. I might get them in the near future, since there is a couple of collector's covers that I do like from Boom Studios that they put for the issues, and I really enjoyed them. I'll eventually get those one of these times. For the graphic novel, it is awesome, and the reason why I got the graphic novel is to read the actual story, because I heard it was an awesome revamping, and I wanted to check it out. So I was really impressed that I actually got this with this, and this is another awesome book. I got these both by the same dealer, and I pretty much got this for free. I had to pay pretty much full price for this, but it was well worth it. But that's alright. That's no big deal. And it's a really awesome revamping of Darkwing Duck. Now the 4-part story actually has appearances from DuckTales characters and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers characters. So DuckTales fans and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers fans will definitely like this graphic novel. It is also available in 4 issues of the comic book of Darkwing Duck. And you can actually get those 4 issues in different collectible covers. And the collector's covers that I actually saw were actually pretty awesome. By the way, this graphic novel actually has every single collector's covers that they use for all 4 issues. So you're not really missing anything with those issues. Unless you want to get those comic books with those collector's covers. So just want to tell you that right now. I might actually get those in the near future before they actually raise up on collector's prices and won't be able to get them or whatnot. So just want to tell you that right now. As for the graphic novel, I recommend that you checking this out. I still have to get volume 2. I like to call that volume 2 because they released a graphic novel of another 4-part story of Darkwing Duck, and it's the 5th through 8th issue of the comic book. And eventually I'm going to get that in the near future. They released that as well. They also released this Darkwing Duck Classics, which compromises the first 4 issues of the original comic book that was released in 1991. That never got to be an ongoing series because the company that released it eventually discontinued. And that's pretty much it. And this also includes the comics that they made for Disney Adventures. So just wanted to tell you that. And that has been released right now. There'll probably be one more graphic novel after that, and that has not been released yet, but eventually it will be. And that will be coming out like probably in August or September. I do not know when. And that basically going to be issues 9 through 12. I just wanted to tell you that right now. That way, if you want to get all the graphic novels, that way you can. The first 2 graphic novels are available on eBay and Amazon and your local bookstores, plus this Darkwing Duck Classics, which I might talk about in another video. Oh, and by the way, there are going to be more graphic novels for Darkwing Duck in the near future. I just don't know when. I only told you about that one graphic novel that will be coming out either in August or September. That's all I really got to say about that for now. There is a Darkwing Duck annual comic book, and there are 2 collector's covers in that. So I do recommend that you check that one out as well. So that's all I really got to say about that. Of course, the Darkwing Duck graphic novel, The Duck Knight Returns, I highly recommend for Darkwing Duck fans and comic book fans as well that really enjoy this kind of stuff. And I do recommend this for sure. It's awesome. And by the way, I want to show one more thing. This comic book. I actually got this at the comic shop. And this is actually a free comic book that I got from that comic shop because it's a free comic book day comic book. This is actually has the first issue of Darkwing Duck, also the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers one as well. So if you got this, congratulations. Because I've seen this on eBay for $4, which is kind of ridiculous. I think they should have just gave them out for free. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And I'm talking about the stores that have been putting that up on eBay. So just wanted to tell you that right now. And that's pretty much it. The graphic novel, get it. It's awesome. That's all I really gotta say about that. Peace out to you all. Blog you later. Now this particular story leaves off where Darkwing Duck is basically retired Drake Mallard after a year of crime fighting. I screwed up.